Okay, so hi.
Hey Andrew, how are you?
Good, how are you, Mr. Bolt?
I'm good.
Okay, so I've got a few questions here for you.
Okay.
First one is, what was your inspiration for music?
I started piano lessons when I was really young, and I really enjoyed them a lot. And then I played trumpet, and I was okay. Played cello when I was pretty young. And then I started playing in musicals, playing keyboards for Pitt, and that's where I was really hooked and really enjoyed it quite a bit. And that was kind of my big inspiration moving forward and becoming a teacher. And I had some fantastic middle school music teachers who were very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your motivation to keep going in music?
I really enjoy seeing students progress. So being able to have students from 9 through 12 and seeing how much they get better. And I really appreciate on a daily basis being able to work with students who are motivated and who actively get better. So that's probably my big motivation there. Yeah.
Okay. And then what would you say are your teaching methods? What do you say helps people get better?
I like to think that I'm pretty sequenced in how I deliver curriculum. I really enjoy solo and ensemble, and so exposing students to solos on their instrument, using some really good method books, that would be kind of my bulk of my teaching. We are lucky to have lessons here, and so by having instrument grouped lessons, I'm able to get to really specific things with students. This is my 8th year teaching, so you start learning kind of quick tricks and specific methods for any problems that might arise, so you get better at those things. In large band, I'm pretty kind of old school in terms of rehearsal methods. Basic rehearsal, lots of score study, learning my part to be able to help everybody else with bringing everything together.
Is there any new teaching methods you want to employ that you've heard about or?
So I am, it's not necessarily new and it's been around 20-ish years, but CMP is a model of music teaching called Comprehensive Musicianship Through Performance, which is a bunch of Wisconsin teachers spearheaded this. It means diving into a piece fully, understanding the historical aspect of it while performing it, having specific outcomes, 3 specific outcomes like cognitive and affective, so something emotionally, and then kinesthetic outcome, which on an instrument might be certain passages, certain scale passages, how to play it, something physiological that you're working on. So that's something I've just been doing a little bit more of in my lesson planning, is how to present a whole piece to kids. Let's see, a good example, last year when we did Rikadam, would be when we started talking about some of the Israeli folk songs that were used in there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, how long have you been at the school so far?
So this is my 8th year teaching and my 8th year at the school, so I've only ever been here.
Okay. And then what kind of music do you want your kids to play?
I really try to get a little bit of everything. I am pretty specific on kind of classic band music, making sure at every grade juncture kids are playing some staples, some core repertoire that everybody's played at some point in time, the pieces that have kind of stand the test of time. I also love new band stuff. And then we always try to incorporate a couple of either like holiday selections around this time of year, or things appropriate to winter, and then a couple of pop things in the summer, or kind of in the May concert.
Okay. And then what do you think is the importance of arts in school?
Huge. I think they're massive. There are multiple studies, and they continue to come out. The progress and the heightened intellect of students that are involved in the arts, and how much it rewires the brain and helps with a magnitude of things. So I am a big advocate of strong and healthy arts programs, and I'm happy that at Casa Manorville we have administration that is extremely supportive of the arts. We have a brand new auditorium, which has been outstanding, and the community has really embraced that and supported that. And we have healthy band programs and choir programs. and an ample amount of support for staffing and resources.
Okay. And then what was your first instrument and what other instruments do you play?
So I started on tuba, I would be back up. That was wrong. I started on piano. You can edit that out if you want. Piano was my very first thing. Tuba is my main right now. And then I picked up trumpet in the 5th grade, cello soon thereafter. I haven't played cello in years now. And then switched over to tuba right before college. I would consider myself very comfortable on brass. So tuba, euphonium, trombone, French horn, and trumpet. I am okay at the saxophone and oboe. And then I've taken clarinet lessons, so okay clarinet. Double reeds is probably where I'm struggling the most, so bassoon and oboe. I am not a great flute player. And so that's kind of it. Slowly working on banjo, but primaries would be piano and tuba right now.
Okay. And then where would you say is the first, have you ever played anywhere to get money? Have you ever had like a...
Yeah, I probably starting in high school, playing keyboards for musicals. I probably made a good chunk of money to help with college. When I got to college, again doing musicals, and then my brass quintet. We'll do about 2 or 3 paid gigs a month, either church services. We'll play for various things around town, kind of things to that extent. So, yep.
Okay, and then last question is, what do you think about the arts here in Rochester? What do you think about it, the scene?
I am always surprised at the amount of areas and places that my brass quintet is able to play at. Rochester is a very healthy and outstanding community band, which I direct. I've been really excited about that group. Thursdays on First is an ample place for bands to kind of showcase stuff during the summer. The Civic Arts Series has been pretty outstanding. So some healthy, good things going on in town. So always room for improvement with those kind of things. But there's certainly local artists that do an outstanding job. So, yep.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Yep.
So.